What I got here is a little tote that is full of basically frozen larvae. Well, not necessarily frozen. It looks like it got to about 39, 38 degrees. I just pulled this out of my wooden bin that you guys see on all my videos. It's November 19th, and we had a windstorm about a week ago, and the bin blew over, basically breaking everything open and laying it on the ground in the cold. So now I'm going to take all these. There's probably 20,000 larvae in here. If they don't come back to life, I'll feed them to the chickens. If they do come back to life, I'll put them in my barrels for the winter and see how long I can keep them alive. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change out this light bulb and put a heat lamp in. And we're going to get this warmed up to 60 degrees or more, and we'll see what comes alive. So I decided to put them on the table, the larvae here, because I had so much in the tote. I figured if I can thin them out a little bit, they'll heat up a little faster. So far, if you look real close, there is no movement. It's hard to see in the red light, but I mean, it is cold. And I would imagine if there's any life here on the top, these guys will start moving pretty quick. So we'll see. Okay, it's been about 10 minutes that the heat lamp's been on. As you can see, it's pretty warm. There's a lot of steam coming off here. And it looks like we have some movement. I don't know if they're going to have enough energy to dig down out of this heat lamp. But let's see here. That larva is definitely moving. Okay, so after a couple hours of pretty much cooking under the heat lamp, we do have several larvae that are alive. Definitely not all of them, and probably less than 5%. The point of doing this video was, though, is to see how cold they can get and still survive. And these ones were obviously into the 30s as far as temperature, maybe even less. It was 20 degrees outside. And I took a core temperature once I got them in here, and it was down to about 38. But when it was spread out on the ground, I'm sure they got a lot colder, and some of them still survived. So according to the books, they die at 40 degrees. And I guess there's a little bit of tolerance that they could be a little less than that. Okay, so I left the shop and left the light on and did not have these guys in a container, and apparently about 50% are coming back to life and falling off the table and crawling around the floor. So, good test. They can be frozen and thaw out and apparently still live, which means that you can actually store live larvae in the refrigerator. That was a question that someone once asked me. Anyway, yeah, interesting. These guys were basically frozen, and they're very much alive.